What we are now learning is that the hearing has begun. The lawyers and petitioners from both the sides have now reached there and they are inside the court. The hearing has now begun. Remember that we also spoke to the lawyers where they are saying that Hindu lawyers are now telling us that the 1991 Act does not affect this entire case. What we are also told is that the court is going to first look into the maintainability of this entire case and then it will decide about the hearing of this case. Last time the Supreme Court, while hearing the case, had asked the district court to hear the matter because they wanted an experienced judge to listen to this case, and that is why all the cases have now been transferred to district judge. All the cases pertaining to which pertaining to the Hindu side as well as from the Muslim side, they have now been transferred to the district court. As we are speaking, the hearing is underway. Media is not allowed inside and we will be getting updates as in when the hearing comes to an end. What we are now learning is that lawyers are now inside and the hearing is underway. Remember that today for the first time court is also going to take cognizance of the reports. Those were submitted by the court-appointed court commissioners. Two surveys took place inside the Gyanvapi mosque. One that was carried out by Ajay Mishra for 2 days and then under the supervision of Vishal Singh, which went on for 3 days on 14th, 15th and 16th May. The court had asked them to submit the report on 17th, but they sought 2 more days to submit the report, and after submitting their report, today the court is going to look into all the things those are mentioned in that particular report. If you talk about Hindu side, there is one more petition which has been filed in which it has been demanded that people should now be allowed to offer prayers there at the complex where Shivling has been found. On the other side, Muslim side is saying that the entire process of taking out a survey and allowing the commission to enter inside a mosque should also be termed as illegal. This is what the Muslim side is saying. But today the court first is going to listen to Muslim side and after that the Hindu side would be responding to that. We can expect that reply from Hindu side from either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, because today the court will be first listening to the Muslim side where they have demanded that the complex which has been sealed, the complex which has been asked by the court, Supreme Court to be protected, that should be overturned. This is what they had been demanding since beginning. At the same time, they are also saying that namazis, the people from Muslim side, they should be allowed to do the wazu ritual, because that is the part which they do to offer namaz. But the administration has made an alternative arrangement there inside the mosque itself. So there are multiple petitions. Those are there inside. One more important petition which court is likely to be heard, and that is about bringing down the wall that is between Nandi and that Shivling complex, which stops Nandi, which becomes like a barricade between Nandi and Shivling complex. The demand is that wall should also be brought down. So from Hindu side there are multiple petitions. Muslims are going to first demand that the area where the Shivling has been found, that should be given access to the Muslims. But on the other side, Hindus have their own views.
कि वो मेंटेनेबल सूट ही नहीं है। 1991 का एक्ट ये कहता है कि
जाके देख लीजिए उसके वेस्टर्न साइड पे जो दीवार है वो अपने आप में खुद एक प्रमाण है। जो प्रमाण है तब तो उसके बाद उस पर क्या बात करना। और जहाँ तक बात है आपकी 1991 की एक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, तो वो पहले मंदिर आज से नहीं, वो जो है वैदिक काल से मंदिर थी। मंदिर है, उसको गिरा के मस्जिद बनाया गया।
ठीक है, तो लगातार बड़ा अपडेट आपको हम बता रहे हैं और कोर्ट रूम में सुनवाई हो चुकी है। यहाँ रुकने एक छोटी सी ब्रेक के लिए, लेकिन खबरें लगातार जारी, आप देखते रहिए रिपब्लिक भारत।
I can come back to you. We were talking about the kind of arguments that are likely to be made inside the court today. But if you could once again give us a synopsis as to what the reports, the survey reports that have been submitted so far entail, especially with regard to the development in the Gyanvapi case.
Well, Samisha, if you talk about these reports which have been submitted by court commissioners, initially the first report was submitted by Ajay Kumar Mishra. In his report, Ajay Mishra had mentioned that the western part of mosque is a temple and there are multiple signs of Hindu relics have been found there while he did survey. He did survey for 2 days from 6 to 7, and on 7th he faced a massive protest from the Muslim side as they were of the view that commission should not be allowed to enter inside the mosque, and after which the survey had to be stopped. After which they had moved to court, where after listening to the prayers of Muslim side, the court had not only not only said that Azam Shah would continue to be supervised, continue to supervise the entire process, but 2 more commissioners were also appointed. After which Vishal Singh, under the supervision of Vishal Singh, survey took place, and then after doing his survey for 3 days, he also submitted his report. If you go by the reports submitted by Vishal Singh, in his report he has mentioned that there are multiple signs of Hindu relics. So they have found chakras, flower signs, Trishul signs, Damru signs. They have been found there inside the mosque while they did survey. On the same day, on 16th of this month, when the survey was to be concluded, the petitioners also found shivling there inside the Gyanvapi complex, and soon after that, Samiksha, you would remember that they had moved to court demanding that the entire complex should be preserved. While listening to Hindu prayers, the local court here immediately ordered that the entire area should be sealed. In fact, the senior officers from the administration were ordered to protect the entire area and take responsibility of that. After which the Muslim sides objected to that by saying that they were not heard, and the court passed order without hearing their side, and soon following which they also moved to court demanding that the order of the local court should be overturned. So there are series of developments which have taken place in this entire case, and if we talk about today, the court is not only going to hear the multiple petitions from the side of Muslim petitioners, but also response would also be heard from Hindu side. The Supreme Court, while hearing the matter, had made it very clear that the entire complex would be protected till the time the hearing comes to an end, and the Supreme Court has asked the district court to wind up the hearing in 8 weeks. We'll have to wait and watch how the court is going to take cognizance of these reports that have been submitted, and how it is going to respond to the petitions. Those are not only there from Hindu side but also from the Muslim side.
Yes, Piyush, stay with us. We also have Ananya, who's also tracking the court updates. Ananya, what is the latest you can tell us? Because what we understand right now is that the Muslim side is presently keeping their arguments in front of the court.